Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and of course, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow, on Wednesday, we're going to be getting the new GTA Online weekly update, news and information previewed to us early from Rockstar before the changes take effect in-game and go live early Thursday morning at about 4 a.m. Central Time in the US. You can convert that to your local time zone to find the time that it goes live locally for you. But on Tuesdays, I like to give you guys a refresher and a reminder of all of our current opportunities, discounts, free vehicles, rewards, money bonuses, rare and removed vehicles feature back to the game for a limited time, etc. All that type of stuff that we have for a limited time, it's going away soon in the next couple days. And so I want to give you guys a refresher and a reminder on it in case you haven't really been paying attention, just in case so you don't miss out on anything that you may otherwise actually want. So we're going to get into things here. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. Let's check out the 3 test drive vehicle options we have here at the LS Car Meet. We'll start with one of the more interesting ones, even though it doesn't look like it, and I'll tell you why. This is the Dink of Varus, and here's how much it costs. If you want to buy it, it's $192,000. It's the heaviest ATV in the game, just average acceleration, good turning radius. Obviously, because of those big tires, you need bulletproof tires because they're going to be super exposed. They will get shot out a bunch on you. It's not going to be good for racing or anything like that. But here's what I find interesting about it. It's just like a little detail that you would never expect on a vehicle like this. You can actually gain a really good traction improvement with this quad by adding a spoiler option. If you go and customize it, you can add a spoiler option, and what that does is apply saddlebags on the rear, and that's just a totally unique option in and of itself. But funny enough, since it's under the spoilers class and category as a customization thing that you can equip and add to this vehicle, you will get better traction because of it at higher speed. Next up, the Vapid Bullet. This is just a nice blend of sports and supercar here. You got great acceleration with this car. It lacks in the top speed for supercars and sports cars. Performance, though, it still makes it worth picking up, though, because I think, obviously, it was rare and removed, and now I think it's featured back to the game permanently on in-game websites. But it did still maintain a decent bit of rarity post-San Andreas Mercenaries update when Rockstar removed it from the game. And who doesn't love a Ford GT? If you want to buy this for yourself, it's $155,000. I think it earns a spot in anyone's garage. Then we have the Declassy Tulip, inspired by the 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu. You get really good speed and handling, but you have to be careful with it because you get a lot of wheel spin and you can oversteer if you're just not anticipating that. So I would say it's more of a car that's going to shine in the hands of like an expert driver. And if you're into that kind of feel with muscle cars, you will love this vehicle. But if you're not used to that and you don't want to be associated with a vehicle like that, I would stay away from this option. And if you want to pick it up, though, $718,000. That's expensive for what you get out of this car. At Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and Car Dealership, we have these 5 vehicles to check out. So let's start off here on the left where we have the Grotti GT500. This vehicle is going to run you $804,000 this week, or for the rest of this week. It's a sports classic. It stands out with really good handling and good design. I'd say in terms of performance and traction that you get and how easy it is to drive, it's actually a really good beginner's vehicle because it's responsive, it's nice, you can anticipate everything, like, so it's easy and predictable is what I'm trying to say. It's not going to lead the pack in terms of acceleration or top speed, but you just have good control. The only thing that's not beginner friendly about this vehicle is the price tag of $800,000. There are still better and cheaper beginners options, I guess, because of that. Price isn't the only thing, though, as well. I think that's kind of important to mention. The Vapid Hustler. This is actually an interesting hot rod. I love the style. I just hate the performance. You completely plow into everything. You either have crazy oversteer or crazy understeer with this vehicle, but it's just a hot rod that if you like hot rods, obviously you're gonna like this thing a lot. And I know hot rods aren't supposed to have supercar levels of handling and traction and all that, but I still just find it bothersome to drive. That's not a knock on hot rods, that's just a knock on this vehicle. $644,000 purchase price as well, but it's cool. It's a slick little car. Next up, we can move on to the Vapid Blade. This car is insanely fast, also for an older muscle car. It's inspired by that 1965 Ford Falcon, but it has crazy understeer. And obviously, you know, straight line speed isn't the only thing that matters with a vehicle, but this is a fun car to drive. It is going to cost you $160,000 this week if you would like to pick it up. Then here we have the Dubachi JB700. This is not the JB700W with the weapons. This is the non-weaponized version. The weapons you see here on the front are literally just for show, but nonetheless, it's an Aston Martin DB5. The James Bond mobile here. It's super lightweight, got a sleek, low-profile style, rear-wheel drive, which makes it fun to drive. It's stylish. It's pretty good if you crash, you know, it's not gonna like deform and mess up the performance that much, even if you don't apply any armor upgrades to this thing. Just decent acceleration, really good top speed. I think it is worth buying at the end of the day. The weaponized version is obviously better, but this one has a purchase price of $350,000. And then we wrap up with the LCC Innovation. This is just better than a lot of other bikes in the game for many reasons. You got a nice tight handling feel, good responsive brakes, super tight turning radius. Top speed isn't insane. It goes up to 110 miles an hour, which I guess is like faster for a chopper. And it's based on the Harley Davidson Breakout and Billy Lane choppers. Not my favorite style, but you kind of get like a mix of classic aesthetics and better performance features. And overall, obviously, I mean, GTA 4 has different bike physics in general with the vehicle handling, but obviously this one in GTA 5 is way better than the GTA 4 version. When it comes to your final days of some of the money bonuses this week, there really isn't anything incredible, but we do have double money and double RP on the Cayo Perico Motor Wars adversary mode, which has been 4 times for GTA Plus members this entire weekly event, plus the featured series that's been rotated back into the game, like Come Out to Play, as well as Turf Wars. That's double money and double RP. If you head out to the island of Cayo Perico, you can collect those buried stashes as well as the treasure chests daily collectibles. Those will pay out triple money and triple RP, and you can make, I think if you did that every single day this week, you will come out with like an extra $2 million or something like that, which is not bad for the work you're doing. I just never go out to the island because I'm never doing the heist at all. But if that's something you do, then that's probably has been something you wanted to focus on. Not like it's completely game-changing money, but for content you're already playing and places in the game you're already accessing and going to, it's probably pretty decent. Another thing you could do for some extra money, a free $100,000, is complete 3 safeguard deliveries. They're kind of boring jobs, but you do get $100,000 if you do 3 of them, and top of the money you're already making for doing the 3 deliveries themselves. Not really a money bonus, but just as an aside note, if you do complete a session of the Cayo Perico Motor Wars game mode, which was added to the game as new content for this week, you will unlock the Gold Gun Necklace. Just give that up to 72 hours before it appears in your wardrobe, because sometimes the rewards are deployed pretty slow to people's accounts. Here for our vehicle discounts for this week, we have no property discounts or business discounts or anything. If you have the Higgins Helitours business discount, that's GTA Plus. That doesn't apply to the weekly update for any normal player who's not paying for the premium subscription. But that being said, we do have this Grotti Stinger TT. This is the vehicle that I showcased just before in the intro to my video, and I was expecting to get to it when reviewing the discounts a little bit later, but it's right here, the first one we have to mention. So this is 40% off. You can get it for $1,428,000 this week. Definitely worth picking up. The Grotti Visione is on sale for 40% off. You get it for $1,350,000. This is also definitely worth it as a supercar. It's not one of the fastest, but it's got great handling. I mean, it stays firmly planted to the ground. Even better, may I say, than the Ocelot XA21, which is actually featured right next to it. It's not on discount, though. The Pfister Neon is on sale for 40% off. You can get it for $900K. I'd definitely say you could pass on this car. The Vapid Dominator GT on sale, 40% off. Get it for $1.317 million. Definitely a good one. I mean, the OG Dominator, I feel like almost feels a little bit faster, but I think this actually is faster than the normal Dominator. Of course, the only unfortunate thing, like, I love this car. I think customization options are great. I wanted a newer Ford Mustang. The problem is this only comes with the convertible soft top version. You can't get like a hard top coupe with this, but you can get it for 40% off this week. Still worth picking up for sure. Dinka Postlu, this is a fun car to drift with, but it's not super powerful. You can get it for $786K at 40% off, or under $600K with the trade price. The Benefactor Vorschlag Hammer, this is definitely an excellent drift car with drift tuning upgrades you can apply. 40% off for $1.074 million. Definitely worth picking up if you want a classic Mercedes as well. And then for some Warstock discounts, the one that probably doesn't matter at all, 40% off the Vapid Winky, $660,000 or $495K with the trade price. We have some other good ones you got to check out though. Well, the Volatile is another kind of middle of the road one, $2.234 million or $1.68 million with the trade price at 40% off. But the two I really want to recommend are these. So the AA trailer you can get for $1.117 million or $840K with the trade price. Probably the best vehicle in the game that you're going to get on discount this week, besides that Grotti Stinger here, is this Bravado half track, which is completely impervious to bullets from the front windshield, despite the fact that you could blow the windshield out. It's still just glitched and fully bulletproof. You can only get shot out the side windows, which is a lot harder to do when, you know, how heavily armored this thing is and the offensive firepower and stuff. $1.352 million for this is a total steal, or even just barely over $1 million with the trade price. And then don't forget the Buzzard, or the Nagasaki Buzzard attack chopper. This is also going to be on sale for $1,050,000. Then we have one more plane to talk about, one more aircraft. It is the Besra, the Western Company Besra. You can get this as part of the SA Flight School update, the San Andreas Flight School update, $690,000 with the 40% discount applied. You have a couple of days left to take advantage of the Diamond Casino and Resort Podium vehicle, which is the classy Granger 3600 LX. And this is a pretty good vehicle. It's actually only a 4-speed SUV. Obviously, it's super large. It's super heavy. You can maintain some really good momentum if you crash with this thing. So if you just want like a big, bulky Chevy Suburban to be driving around with, well, this is definitely the vibe for you. But it is pretty sluggish. It's actually slower in terms of top speed and acceleration compared to the older Granger that's been in this game since day one. So of course this is the newer one. You should only, you know, want to drive this around if you just want the newer body style, newer generation of Chevy Suburban. But the old one is technically better in terms of performance. This one really doesn't have good acceleration, not very good top speed. The only thing is that weight. You can maintain momentum when you're ramming cars out of the way. But you do have bullet resistant windows. You can do armor plating. It's Amani Tech capable. Those bullet resistant windows can withstand up to 15 rounds. And so if you want something that's an SUV and Amani Tech, again, this would be your vibe. You can equip machine guns as well as slick proximity mines. Performance-wise, this thing is just underwhelming. But I do like the vehicle personally. I own one in my nightclub basement 2 level, and that's my SUV garage, so I own one, and it fits really well because all the cars are styled in black. There are all the SUVs. I don't think we're going to win it, but we are going to get... Ooh, give me 20,000 ships? No, 7,500 RP. I guess I'll take it. We'll rank up from that. At the LS Car Meet, your other free vehicle for this week is this Karen Sultan Classic, and you can win this by placing top 4 in LS Car Meet Series races for 4 consecutive days in a row. It's based off one of those older Subaru Imprezas, and I really like this style of vehicle right here. I remember playing Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 4 as a kid, and I always just loved driving around that Burns Reed number 3 Impreza rally car, and so you can definitely style it in a similar way in this game. And it's overall, I'd say performance-wise, there's really nothing to complain about with it. It's not going to be top of its class, but it is a fun car if you want to sort of take it on those dirt roads around, like, you know, out in the desert by sandy shores. This is definitely a reliable vehicle. You can use it as a grinder's vehicle. You don't get a Monty Tech or anything like that. And performance isn't going to be absolute top of its class, but it's still fun to drive. Performance is good, handling, acceleration. Not the fastest vehicle you've ever seen, obviously, but it's just fine. It's just another vehicle in this game, and it's worth unlocking for $0 this week. At the salvage yard, these are our 3 vehicle robberies for this week. The Gangbanger robbery is where you could steal this Fathom FR36. The Duggan robbery is going to feature this Ocelot Swinger, and the Podium robbery features this Dubachi Wagner here, and none of them are claimable, as you can see. These 2 are 2 mid-range vehicles, and the Wagner is a top range for the rest of this week. But when it comes to the weapons this week and the stock that's on offer at this in-game vendor, we have a couple of options here. So we have the military rifle, the compact EMP launcher, which is 40% off for GTA Plus members, the service carbine. This is going to be 50% off for all players. If you don't want to build this weapon yourself by collecting the weapon parts, just buy it here for 50% off. It's worth the money at full price anyway, so at half off, it's absolutely worth it. You need yourself an M16 in GTA Online. The compact grenade launcher is also featured here, the normal MG, plus the pool cue. And also, don't forget, look at this. We got some Molotovs this week at the gun van. Thank you all so much for watching. We are going to be wrapping things up right here. So if you guys did go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you drop a like on it, of course. And if you are new to the channel and you want to see more GTA Online content like this, of course, feel free to subscribe if you'd like. I upload every single day, along with some YouTube shorts and TikToks as well. Feel free to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushtv for more GTA Online live streams as well. I engage with chat all the time on there. And yeah, overall, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. I will see you guys tomorrow for the new GTA Online weekly update news and information. Adios, amigos.